Hi, I'm Matt with Hoboken Horology, and today I'd like to go through the unboxing of a vintage piece that I just bought off of eBay. Now, this watch, I don't want to go into the specifics, the history of this watch. I've done some research because I'd like to do a longer video on a review of this piece, but I'm very excited about it. I'm curious to see what kind of condition it's in. When you buy things on eBay, it's always a little bit of a mystery until you get it in front of you and you completely open it up. Let's go right into the unboxing and see what we have here. Okay. We will take my Leatherman here. Okay, let's cut this open. Trying to make this look easier than it is. Get this box off. Come on. Alright, so this box was held in by a couple of staples that I didn't realize were there, these folding metal pieces. This is a thank you letter from the watch, and they have a printout of the description. And they have taken the liberty to highlight some of the things that seem a little troubled with the piece. That way, if I open it and have a problem, they can say, well, you know, it was in the description and in the highlighted section, so, you know, people want to be as transparent as possible. Now, notice I'm being very careful with the knife at this stage, especially when opening something. You want to be as careful as possible. Wow, that is it. Now this is a very small piece. The winding, wow, so this is how the leather is held on. That is amazing. If you look at that, that looks like metal possibly. It's completely corroded through the band here. And we can see this piece. Now that I got it to tick, now I don't want to knock the backing, so we're going to be a little careful when we go backward. And with time, let's see, how do we look? Now this piece is very, very small, but smaller watches are slowly becoming more popular. I wouldn't be surprised in a few years if smaller pieces really take over, but this is really, really incredible. I mean, the loom on the 10. I wish I had my pencil, which I do not have on me right now. I do have a wooden. I can use this as a pointer. The 10. You can see how the loom is missing. It's funny how what I was describing earlier, the band is far worse than expected. The glass, the crystal, is far better than expected. So the crystal itself is really fantastic. I mean, it's marked, but is it? I don't know if it's original. The seller claims that most of it is original. If it's not original, it is glass, or it's some kind of plexi glass. It's not plastic, like I've seen on a lot of older pieces like this. It's pretty cool. Let's take a look. This thing looks like a monster compared to this guy. But wow, that would be It's a very small piece. It's really, really. I don't have that much to say, but it's really, really interesting. So now that this is unboxed, I would like to talk about this a little bit. The piece itself feels very solid. And again, it's so interesting to feel something. And I've seen another one of these on eBay, actually. To be completely transparent, I paid $150 for this example. And the exact same watch, except the crystal was much nicer in that one. And it's funny, now looking at this, there's almost no imperfections. I know that this crystal is very scratched, it's very marked, but there are no imperfections on this crystal looking at it. There are absolutely none. It looks very, very nice. It's in very good condition. I'm hoping this continues to tick. In the video, I will cut through some of it because I was panicking a little bit. I couldn't get the second scan to start moving. Basically, the gear train is locked in the piece because it's been sitting, because of its shipping conditions, because of something that it experienced on the way here. The pallet stone's locked up, something locked up the train, and I had to give it a few taps, a few love taps to get it to, for the train to start moving, to remind it to kind of wake up a little bit. And you have to be very careful, you have to be very delicate with these pieces. This will be something I'll have a lot of fun. For me, it's a lot of fun to actually wind it and let it sit for a while and see what it does. If it was worn in World War I, there will be no way to know. I paid $150 for this. The one that's the exact same example, but it has an inscription on the back, is $1,500. So there's a huge difference in price. I think the inscription was from a known military unit, but I have to say that the craftsmanship on the watch is fantastic, and you can see the sub-seconds hand is on a different plane. It's slightly underneath. The hour and the minute hands go to this specific watch, where I've bought watches before where they were kind of created, they were Frankenstein together. But for the price of this, compared to another watch that I paid almost the same for, and it was kind of put together, it's really incredible. You can see the wired lugs have been soldered on. You can see the points where they were put on in a factory. This leather is original. It's very, very soft, as you would imagine, from years of use and abuse. I don't know if I'm going to be the one to sew this back on, or if I'm going to get somebody who is more skilled than I am, but this would not be a terribly difficult fix. Terribly difficult to fix it. All the holes are pre-lined up from the original stitching, so all you would have to do is thread it through. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. I will be wearing this. It's not something that was really, it's not that expensive, especially when you're coming from luxury watches. I mean, for the price of this Seamaster, I could have one of these from every year of the war, basically. So for the price, it's really not that bad. I don't know how expensive it would be for me to get this looked at. I actually have somebody that I have in mind that I would take it to. I want to pop the case back open, but I simply just, if it's working, I just want to leave it alone. I shouldn't really tamper with it too much, but I will be fixing this because it's either you restore it so you can wear it, or you remove it. And in doing so, you would cause more damage to it, I think, than if I were just to wear it. It's a real give and take, especially how you're going to treat them. Are you going to treat it as a showpiece or something you show people, or are you going to wear it occasionally? This is definitely a dress watch. It's because of the nature of it, because of how careful you have to be with it. It will be something that has to be worn on occasions where I'm more dressed up and not so much going to be moving around or doing any heavy lifting or anything like that. But I'm very, very happy with this, and I'm very excited to wear it out. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that was interesting. As interesting for you as it was for me opening this. It just goes to show you that there are really incredible watches that can still be had for really affordable prices, especially on eBay, on the used market. And as long as you know what you're looking for, or you come across a great deal, you should really take it.